For the past 13 years, Guard Your Eyes has been helping thousands of Jews by offering many resources with 3 different levels of tools and support. Our users had their own personal homepage with access to all our tools. This included the Partner Program, the 90-Day Chart, which is based on scientific studies that says it takes 90 days to change an addictive pattern in the brain, the GYE Handbook, thousands of articles, the daily Chizuk emails, the WhatsApp Boost broadcasts, forums, chat rooms, a series of weekly phone conferences with experienced group moderators, and a variety of programs, 12-step materials, and even live meetings. But a few years ago, it became clear to us that our current way of working couldn't keep up with the growing demand. The number of members reaching out to us kept on increasing, and our manpower was stretched to the limits. We also knew that the approximately 5,000 members that we've been getting every year is only a fraction of those struggling with these issues, and that we have a responsibility to advertise much more and reach them as well. But to make it possible to really help so many people, we needed to overhaul our platform and make it truly the best in the world in terms of content, tools, and support. While keeping what worked, we wanted to make it much more effective, automated, and scalable. I'd like to share with you a sneak peek behind the scenes of the step-by-step process that we took over the last couple of years to revolutionize our programs and create what we're calling GYE 2.0. In stage 1, we wanted to improve the science behind Guard Your Eyes. We spent over a year researching the entire body of literature on the topic of addiction and behavioral change. With the help of professional researchers and therapists, we reviewed and indexed over 100 books and svarim, as well as hundreds of scientific research studies. We created a full summary and outline, many hundreds of pages long, with the best evidence-based ideas and strategies to serve as the foundation for our intervention program and tools. In stage 2, we worked to conceptualize and plan how the site should work. We collaborated with a team of top user experience experts to map out all the scenarios of a user's journey from start to finish based on the best practices in the UX industry. We also worked with top gamification experts to make the website fun and engaging so users stick around long enough to achieve real recovery. For the design stage, we invited several design companies to propose a design style for the site. Eventually, we settled on a beautiful design that is professional and friendly to make the experience for our users welcoming and relaxing. In the development stage, our programming team worked to create a scalable, interactive, and gamified platform that enables us to deliver the content and tools to our members with the smoothest experience possible. Each user has a personalized dashboard which shows them how they're doing based on a range of scores that use algorithms to calculate their level of commitment and their overall performance. This way, even if they have a fall, they retain their motivation and don't feel like they're back to square one. The dashboard also has an action tray to suggest which tools the user should focus on next based on their progress to personalize the user's experience. One of the most crucial elements of our success over the past 13 years is the anonymous group support that Guard Your Eyes provides. Our new program builds on the success of the past, giving our members easy access from their dashboard to the community features like the forums and the partner program for ongoing group support, and the ability to message their coach at any time. The daily reflection tool encourages the users to log in every day and track their progress by recording their mood, triggers, intensity of their urges, and details about any setbacks that they may have experienced so they can use them as learning experiences and recommit themselves. As part of the gamification strategy, they get points just for answering these few basic questions every day. Later, they can see their overall progress and recognize patterns on their progress page to both celebrate success and to be able to analyze and learn from their setbacks. While the system will have a lot of automation, the human touch is a vital element. On intake, each user receives a welcome message from our staff with a personalized program based on the assessments that they filled out in their application. These confidential questionnaires help us classify our members based on age and what they struggle with, while still retaining our members' complete anonymity. Through our sophisticated case management system, we develop a relationship with our users, so they don't feel like it's just a website with information and tools, but rather that there's a real person behind it that cares about them, and we check after them periodically to see if they're doing well or not and if they're still around. We are also developing a coaching feature where we provide users with a mentor who will guide and support them throughout the process and with whom they keep in touch with through their dashboard. There's also an intelligent backend system for our coaches to be able to see a snapshot of the user's progress at a glance and interact with them through a secure interface. The system has many time-saving automation features to enable each coach to help as many people as possible. For example, based on the member's history, the system will suggest what to write, and it has a built-in system to share text or voice messages with the user. It even has a CRM to help the coach keep track of who he needs to follow up with and when. All this automation will enable our coaches to efficiently and effectively help many more people. In order to train our coaches, we developed an 11-week coaching program. In the program, the trainees are given a deeper understanding of the science of behavior change and are also taught mentoring skills by a veteran coach. In parallel, we worked with a team of writers and therapists on the written content of the program for our users. We put in enormous effort to carefully select the most useful information and evidence-based strategies, taking particular care that each ID is aligned with Torah values. We sifted through our massive database of research, transforming it into beautifully written content. Our first flagship program is a 9-week course, which we called Flight to Freedom, which covers the basics of recovery. Just to give you a taste, a super quick overview of the course. Lessons 1 and 2 talk about building up the user's motivation and discovering which situations are most likely to be problematic for them. Lesson 3 is called Rewiring the Brain, and it teaches the neuroscience of behavior change and addiction, along with the skills of how to deal with urges, minimize triggers, and develop a comprehensive and realistic plan of action. It includes an interactive planning tool that allows the user to select strategies that he's learned about in the lesson and drop them into his plan. Once the user creates a plan, their coach automatically gets a copy of it, and they can also share it with others for feedback. The rest of the lessons deal with other important topics, such as how to deal with challenges in early recovery, like withdrawal symptoms, how to maintain a positive attitude, how to cope with uncomfortable emotions, which are often an underlying factor, how to prevent and deal with setbacks, and how to achieve life balance to maintain change for the long term. The courses include audios, videos, interactive tools, and short quizzes after each lesson. And we plan on taking this same content to create offline products like books, journals, and worksheets, and make the program also available by phone and hotline, so even Buffering or people who don't have access to the internet will be able to benefit from it. We also built into the program scientific assessments like the HDSI, Hypersexual Disorder Screening Inventory, to allow us to collect a lot of information, personalize each user's experience, and objectively measure the success of our users over time to help us continually improve the programs and tools. In short, we're creating the most incredible online platform of its kind that Klal Yisrael and even the world has ever seen. It's evidence-based, scalable, interactive, and automated, and it also includes the vital element of human support, which we're building through a team of trained coaches who will guide our members step by step through the process. All this advanced science and new technology will hopefully triple or even quadruple our success rates and enable us to roll this out in a massive way by increasing our advertising, networking with schools, yeshivas, and communities. Our goal, Be'ezus Hashem, is to measurably help 100,000 users in the coming few years at all levels of this struggle.